This segment is sponsored by iChiro Clinics. Start your pathway to better health with the benefits of chiropractic care. Dr. Michael Quast is here from iChiro Clinics to tell us how it's done. And today, Dr. Quast, I know we're talking about headaches, and this is very personal to you, isn't it?
Yeah, one of the reasons I actually became a chiropractor was because when I was a kid, I had horrible migraine headaches. And we went from doctor to doctor to doctor and just got more and more pills. Obviously, masking a headache doesn't fix it. And so the cause of it was left untreated and it just kept getting worse over time. And in fact, it was just getting like really bad. Like I couldn't play sports. Every time I'd play football, if I hit my head, I'd instantly be throwing up with a horrible migraine.
Wow.
And missing loads of school and all of the stress of that. It was just not good. And nobody seemed to know what was going on. And I was having all these tests done and we
How
just
did we figure
happened.
it out?
Well, luckily we were at the dentist one day and my mom was just talking to him about it. And he started to feel around in my jaw and my neck. And he goes, "Oh, it's your neck is so tight. Really, there's a lot of tension up there, and that irritates all those nerves and causes the blood flow disturbance into your head and causes migraines." He goes, "You just need to go to the chiropractor." And my mom was like, "What?" We don't do that. That's weird. And he's like, "No, what you're doing, is it working?" And my mom was like, "No, it's just, keeps happening." And he goes, "Well, just go." So we went to this chiropractor, and the guy was really weird and strange. But 6 months later, I didn't have any more headaches, and it was the greatest thing ever. And so I was kind of mad about it, though. I went back to my family doctor. I'm like, "Hey, how come you didn't just tell me go to the chiropractor the first day I came in with a headache?" And he goes, "Well, I don't know anything about that." And I'm like, "Say what?" Like, I'm thinking your doctor's supposed to know everything. And he goes, "No, he goes, look, there's specialists for every part of your body. There's ENTs, there's podiatrists, there's OBGYNs, like there's specialists for every part because nobody knows everything."
Mm.
And that idea was like a real mind shift for me because I thought all the doctors just knew everything. And now I'm finding out, well, that's not true. And then he said, if you put 10 of the specialists that are in the same specialty in a room, he goes, all we do is fight and argue. And he goes, "This stuff isn't all black and white." He goes, "There's just a lot of stuff." And he goes, "But I don't know anything about chiropractic care, but it seems to be working good for you. So keep doing that. I'm glad you found that." And I walked out of there and I went, "Oh my gosh, you got to be kidding me." Like there's so many people out there who are waiting for their doctor to tell them to go. Or they assume like I did that, doctors know everything. And really that's kind of a dumb idea. I don't know why I thought that, but it's kind of ridiculous to think I'm with the science. And so for me, the sad thing is we still see patients today who come in and they same kind of pathway as me. They have terrible headaches. They've been taking pills and pills and pills and never get anywhere when most headaches actually are coming from the muscles at the base of the skull. And then they get tight and they pinch, they'll irritate the nervous system. And then the blood flow gets messed up and all that tension. And sometimes the jaw is involved. And then all of a sudden the person's having this terrible quality of life, which I totally get because that was me. And that's why I'm super passionate about this. People are always like, "Wow, you're such a spaz." I'm like, listen, I wish somebody had told me sooner when I was a kid. And I'm not going to be that guy. I'm going to tell people, "Hey, you know what? You should check this out because it could change your life like it did for me." So people need to know. And the problem is they just don't understand. And that's why, at iChiro, I is for information. We're teaching patients how it works because, hey, I'm super like skeptical of things I don't understand. And so is everybody else. So what I found works better rather than me just bossing a patient around, telling them what to do. We're not going to do that. We're just going to teach you how it works. And then once you see how it works, then it's called common sense, right? And then the person gets great results. But if a patient doesn't understand, they tend not to get good results because they make bad decisions and they don't do the things needed. So understanding is really the biggest thing. Once you understand it, and it's good.
Yeah, let's tell folks you can make an appointment to see the team at iChiro Clinics. Visit iChiroClinics.com and you can do that. Dr. Quast, thank you so much.
Hey, you bet. Thank you.